Hey, what's going on? I said I was going to do some of those Bluetooth speakers. So let me show you a couple Bluetooth items here. This was my first Bluetooth speaker. This was a no-name speaker I picked up on eBay. Uh, $13. All in all, it works pretty good. For $13, it actually works really good. One thing I can't get used to is the accent on here for the pairing of the device. The girl says, "Device is ready for," you hear it.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
Ugh, that gets so annoying after a while. It only has one speaker, but it doesn't sound bad at all for $13. But it's not loud, and it looks like it's supposed to have two speakers, but it only has one. The next one up is the Anker Classic. This one, I love this. They advertise this as a mini boombox. It's got a nice sized little speaker in there, and it'll run for about 18 hours, 19 hours. And it's actually pretty loud. And it sounds really, really good. Let's see if we can get it up and running here. It's hard to do these things because of the copyrighted music nonsense. I don't want to get into that and get into any trouble, so I'll make it real short. It's actually very loud, which is surprising. And no matter how loud you make it, it doesn't distort. The next one up, so I'm really happy with this one. It comes with a groovy little case, little like felt sock to go in there. And this was, I paid $29 for this. I think with my eBay bucks, I paid 26 or something like that. And I was stoked. I'm really stoked about it. I'm still stoked about it. This one finds its way in my backpack all the time. And I was so impressed with it, I was like, you know what? I'll bet you they make another one. And they did. They came out with another one. And this is the Anker Soundcore. Much louder and has a longer battery life. This one's 24 hours. I think when I was testing it, I got 21 or 22 hours out of it. If you never want to charge something, this is for you. If you listen to this for like an hour or 2 hours a day, which is what I do, it's great, and you almost never have to charge it. So this one is, I put it across the room on top of a shelf. It sounds better on top of a shelf with a little bit of distance. It doesn't distort or anything like that, but when it's a little further away, the dynamics of the speakers work better in the house. The acoustics are better. Like all those terms I'm throwing out at you, like I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm just saying. I always just say it. I'm just saying that it sounds better if you put it like maybe 10 feet away from you, under glass, then put it in a garbage bag, and I don't know, pour some water on it. No, let's check this one out. I'm not going to keep playing this because one, it does no it has no purpose, because if you play this through the camera through the electronic device that's connected to the doohickey, if you play it through that and then run it through your, you're not gonna get the sound quality you're getting from this. It's just, that's just it is what it is there. I can sit here and tell you how good it sounds, and that will be more believable than cranking this thing up and having it go through the camera and just come out all wacky. This one's cool, but the thing about it, what I notice is this one has to be at a higher volume. I'm constantly adjusting the volume on this. And it has bass, not crazy bass, not to like break your windows or anything like that, but it has more bass than the Anker Classic, sort of. But the Anker Classic was cheaper, and I think at low volume sounds better. This one at low volume, you're straying to hear it, because you're at low volume. Whoa! No, I mean in general, if you leave it at a low volume that you would be comfortable with just hanging out and not disturbing anybody, it's not very clear. It's kind of like muffled. But when you raise the decibels up, this thing gets pumping, and it sounds really good. But I don't know. I just don't do that wherever I go. It's not that I'm super duper considerate, but I don't want to be obnoxious, and I don't want to turn something on because 99% of the time people will not like the music that I like. I like country music. That's just the way I roll. And a lot of people don't like it. So I usually use it at a respectable low volume where I can hear it and it doesn't bother anybody else. And that's the cool thing about these Bluetooth speakers. It's your own personal music. You can listen to your personal music at a respectable volume that you can enjoy. You don't have to torture everybody else. But this is loud enough to really inflict some torture on people. This thing screams. Like I said, if you put it 10 feet away and crank it up, it fills the whole house with music. It fills the whole place up, I tells you. So I was very impressed with the Anker products. I mean, this has a couple, I won't say bad points, we'll say caveats. I'll throw that in there. That's a very popular word on YouTube. Caveats on how to use it. So, yeah, like I throw some jimping in there and maybe get a good purchase on it. I'm not going to get into one of my YouTube rants that everybody says the same shit. I'm just not going to do that because that would come across as me being negative. But this one, I like it. It's cool, and I rarely take it out of the house. I keep it up on a shelf in the house because I enjoy the way it sounds that much. But for being on the go and traveling, I really like the Anker Classic better. I think at low volume and even at medium volume, this thing really sounds good, and it has like no distortion. So if you want to get a good couple Bluetooth speakers, they have a premium one too, but I'm not going to go up another notch because I'm happy with what I had. I really didn't even need this one. I just picked it up out of curiosity to see how good it would sound. All right, guys, later.